大家好，我是 Ting， 我们今天继续来玩《柏德之门3》。好，这集因为我录的时间比较晚哈，所以会希望说就是不会录这么久这样子。那其实我这段期间其实也把其他的一些部分有做一些探索，所以有一些片段我就跳过了。那像是调查这个神父的这个的部分啊，看一下哦，我们在那个佛雷哥招待所楼上，它有一个衣柜，然后那个要解锁巧手检定之后呢，它那个衣柜是个暗门，所以有一个巴尔信徒的杀人犯的老巢，对，里面有一个指示，所以呢，我那个指示好像没拿起来，所以，我看一下哦，我们应该要现在他这边更新说我要拿给调查员这个瓦莱利亚，那他好像在这个，在那个那个叫什么？夏瑞斯的艾弗，对，那个高档招待所里面。然后还有就是这一集，因为我其实之前不是录一录都会lag嘛，我后来发现我 CPU 好像吃的有点高。啊，我不晓得是不是 OBS 我设定这个录制进阶版本哈，它可能就里面调的一些东西比较细，然后就那个就吃比较多 CPU。可是我觉得我刚刚换了一下简易模式，然后我把位元率拉高到5万，其实我觉得录出来的画面不差，所以我觉得可能多算的那个细节，可能那个资源有点浪费，或者是说我的这个画面的细节不够多，所以感受不出来那个差异。不过没关系，我们就先用的方式录看看，因为我后面卡其实应该是 CPU 还应该也有影响了，然后再来就是这个不知道显卡内存是不是也有影响。好，然后我们这边现在是在柏德之门左边这边有一块，也不知道算是什么样的地方哈，所以我们先把这边探索一下好了。然后这边有一个新鲜的尸体，我们看可不可以死者交谈。啊，受损过重哦，好吧。我目前没遇到善塔林哦，我感觉应该这附近有善塔林。啊，你妹的！哎，已经炸了。
Quick stand. Best be on my way. I should speak up. My legs. I can't feel them. Tell the others. Let the boss know.
This man is not long for this world.
Killed. Wanted the cargo.
You hear the blood gurgle in his struggling lungs. His last ounce of strength is spent.
A nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
好啦，不用看了。
Please help me.
妈的，刚刚这是什么？链状闪电哦，还这么痛。
I wonder what the next move is. Fiat 。 voluntas
嗯。
te. Boscure.
嗯。 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 哎，我们还有一个短修，太好了，还可以再撑一下。
That hit the spot. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
On my way.
哎，我操！竟然失败，好吧，失败就失败吧。哎呀，这边怎么那么深呢、
Decapitated, but still warm.
哎，其实刚刚那个人，我们应该可以尸体交谈哦。
The corpse does not respond.
啊，好吧，这边看起来预设是没有死者交谈。对，靠，我准备打回原形。啊，对，其实刚刚忘了跟大家讲，其实那个器具灵的那个武器啊，我拿到了。这个尼鲁纳，那其实他进去，你拿那个他的钥匙去转轮盘，就会得到头奖，然后就被他传去一个丛林的地方。 那边其实应该是要玩那个隐匿检定走过去，但我后来想说算了，因为我的阿斯戴伦那个时候指责他作弊，他已经不让他转轮了，所以呢，我后来心一横，派阿顶巴巴大侠进去，直接进去把那总共5只龙吧，5只类似恐龙的全部干死了。没错，直接暴力把他们打死。不得不说，这种事情也只有圣武士才办得到。那所以可以看到。 其实也花了不少法术位了，因为毕竟每一只都10等，然后血都60几到80，所以我现在是1个法术位都没有了。然后大家都可以看到这把武器的效果，所以就是我讲的，它投掷出去之后呢，会回到手上，然后它是没有办法被缴械的，所以命令数没办法命令它丢弃武器的。至于你拿这把。 AI 是不是就聪明到对你放命令数就不会叫你丢下武器的那个选项？那我就不得而知了。不过我们先来先变形一下吧。我的变形头盔哦，对不对？然后我去那个一个行装店买了个这个。 灿蓝蓝色服装哦，目前都是预设是用这个，这样才有在博德之门当这种高等人的一个装逼感。然后我本来身上一堆血的，然后不晓得为什么经过那个蒸汽那边，好像就感觉就把那个给洗掉了。还有存档。
Looking ahead. That same ship was at Moonrise Towers, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like those two are about to fight.
Nobody messes with the Stone Lord, Ratling.
Nine Fingers sent her love, arsehole. Your Stone Lord's a dead man walking. You, help me kill these asses. The girls will sprinkle you with gold. Are you serious?
A pacifist? In Baldur's Gate? Ha! Nobody's leaving this place alive, cock.
啊，全开打！啊靠！工会应该是善塔林的吧？啊，看不出来。我是比较想要打石头领主啊，那看起来他这个锤子好像就蛮不错的。全杀吗？先全杀看看好了，之后反正之后有问题，大不了再回来重打吧。
Tormented.
The guild owns the city.
？For the Stone Lord.
哎，好吧，都打架了，还是换回盔甲吧。我们实在，哎，干我打得怎么那么痒？哦，13那个1被遮掉了，靠腰嘞。我们现在因为只能普攻哈，怎么都不能放。
Let's end this. Take your
Torment.
这狂暴是飞鹰之心。
Trap. Another fight. Let's go.
哎，我刺他什么？地上冰有融化，可是没有带电。
to me. Take you.
Tormented.
Need to act fast.
Torment.
哦，这么痛。补不到他，不过算了，基本上这边打完应该是要长修了啦。对哦，这边还一只。
Indeed.
哎，又超重。
Ready and willing.
绞丝机，巨锤双手，加2锤哦。啊，忘了先读刚刚那封信。 哦，先来死者交谈一下吧。
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Fallen from the guild. Don't know. Something valuable. Seizing their haul for 9 fingers. The Stone Lord's men. Interlopers. Fury. Threat to everyone.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Harper infiltrated the guild.
啊，我们杀了 Harper。
Stone Lord's thugs. Threat to us all.
哦，他是，哇，我们不小心杀了一个那个。
Territory. Control. Smuggling valuables.
干，我不小心杀了一个卧底。
Observing. Spying. Disguised.
No one back home will ever believe this. Never wanted the easy path. 这个暗影之地的这个粒子效果什么时候变得这么好看？是不是骗我？对啊，暗影之地的这个粒子效果什么时候变这么好的？是不是骗我没去过暗影之地？好吧。哎，早知道我就应该先去飞那个竖琴手这边。 看起来应该这边是有任务的，只是不小心被我们一锅端了。好，我们接下来，好吧，该来夏瑞斯的爱抚。
Where our libations and sensual
等一下，我们应该要先长修，差点忘了。
Nothing fishy but my prices. Get you.
Queen Vlakith. Scrum.
You are a Charlotte, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Shestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains! The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing. You are nothing. The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow, while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
我还以为他直接派百夫长过来打了。
Damn! It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do.
We just played host to an undying queen. Oh, and that's without our fine silverware. Lae'zel has courage, turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. Orpheus is on his own. But should great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her. Undying or not, she was very loud.
You think me lonely?
In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. Haha! A kind way of saying, ye gods, I hope her dusty bones don't break at the first blow. Fear not for me. I will try my very best to keep up.
还演戏了一下哈。
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
这个是哪来的？
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space, or make much of a dent in our provisions.
want. Thank you, thank you.
哎，他留下来了，也好。这只猫是不能对话的。
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the undying queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter? Yes. From doubt rises certainty. Orpheus, the prince of the comet. He is living truth, undeniable. I will have a home in Tunarath yet, and Orpheus will be the light that guides me there. I have been born anew in Gith's son, my savior. And so from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shema Zala Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. We find Voss at Sharess's caress and retrieve the key to releasing the prince. Orpheus Tafki Narsin. Vlakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlakith I has a Bart to Vlakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago.
不晓得最后会不会那个 Orpheus 放出来就有这个混蛋呢？有机会啊，两个是姐弟啊。
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge, who would take in these souls, if not the jewel of Baldurin. As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor. I couldn't say. But think about this. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy. as Father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
讲得很有道理，就是要先把水搅浑，对不对？想想我们的小指头，对不对？混沌，对不对？是一把梯子。
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Keeping very well, I hope? Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies for life. I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. He told me we'd be together now. Said Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors that plagued my home. He's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. The man he became, that wasn't the father I knew. The one I loved so very much.
我好像点过了。靠，这是重复了。
He's gone now.
So, it seems that Vlaakith is Lae'zel's queen no longer. That took no small amount of backbone. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds.
I hope you're here to discuss that contract you just signed. Agreeing to give away our greatest hope of salvation wasn't the wisest of moves.
他这个触发一定有 bug。我们没有签，我还没签约啊。
I'm glad to hear it. But you realize we can't just tell him we changed our minds. I promise you, whatever outcomes we're hoping for in this world-ending endeavor of ours, letting that devil get hold of the crown must not be one of them. No. What we should be pursuing is knowledge. We need to learn more about that crown. We should pay a visit to Sorcerer's Sundries. Their book collection is the envy of the Sword Coast. I'm certain the truth lurks somewhere on their shelves. The only kind... Ha!
好像都点他这个触发有问题，哎，还是有一些 bug。
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? The girl has left to hew her own path. She left you a letter. Thou couldst read it, or thou couldst not. Such is the way of autonomy. Hast thou other business?
影星去哪？啊，在这。
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
怎么这边有一只獾的尸体？ 好几只獾的尸体在这边，过不去。哎，我们的那个销售呢？啊，销售在这边，好吧，看来应该没什么要对话的。啊，我是没有料到我们这个耶娜她是可以来那个营地的，想说只是随手给了她个食物。
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good. I promise.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brainquakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. You are correct. I should be. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In a way, but not the way you're thinking of. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach. And not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
A private word would be nice.
Glad to see I'm not the only one on the wrong side of an omnipotent authority figure. Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished.
啊，他现在才触发刚那个维拉基斯女王的这个对话，所以他前面那个拉斐尔那一定是 bug。
Hey, soldier.
啊，我觉得可能我长修次数太少了，我记得应该还要再跟影星，我看一下攻略，应该还要再触发一些的。好吧，可能我太节俭了，应该该长修就长修才对。
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
好吧。我记得我看攻略，他说在慈爱神殿的那个池子应该要有一个触发的。长修之后那个机器人就撤走了。
Great headline.
The crying one weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead.
不早就对话过，早就知道他死了吗？怎么还重复这一句？ 奇怪，怎么又 bug 了？怎么又有人是穿那个营地服？
Excellent choice. Still alive, so that's progress.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
One day I'll catch a break.
How goes the search? By his holy tears. That's terrifying. Report this to Investigator Valeria and Sheres's caress. It's only right they know.
We need to rest with him. We need change.
Fascinating.
你跟他对话看看好了，存个档。他这个锤子看起来好像还不错。
Move along.
妈的，应该要跟他们打的。
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do.
Exactly.
Getting a real
Pleasure isn't just physical.
I wish I could keep.
A weary traveler, battered and bruised. You come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
非我首选，也可接受。
Of course you wouldn't. Who can resist the pleasure of the strap once leather meets flesh? It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
一对左耳好像还不错。
Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are. Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
果然拉法尔在这边。
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again. Even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. He wants to help you save the world. What else? Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
Good rumple.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sheres's caress.
What can hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon. Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Elmira there looks about ready to burst. You got it, but the new hooch is off limits. Can't have the mamsel leaping down my throat if I go burning yours.
对，还有咖啡跟牛奶。
Pleasure to serve. Caress, caress. The mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. Have a look. All set, are you?
这两个选项有差吗？没有差啊。
Don't know about that, chum. Hoot's hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet.
开玩笑，我们可是在那个暗影之地，把那个 boss， 把其中那个酒厂的那个 boss 给喝挂的，对不对？一定可以的。
Ah, the man knows what he wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot.
I put it on especially.
Have a look. All set, are you?
哎，我们已经拿到了吗？这个烈酒。
Lovely and nice. I hate them. I don't understand why they're such a type.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 fingers.
极端失败，操！
You rats with the guild now. Heard 9 fingers met a match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust 9 fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the 9th hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs? Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
And nice.
She wants to be rid of that brunch. Isn't right.
这么多市民在这边干嘛？
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling. Hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed? A Baal plot. You as well? Duvella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
啊，我们竟然是透过这个任务拿到通行证了。我们存个档，然后来破门而入看看好了。
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
"想不到这样可以触发啊！"
None comes easy these days.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver.
我们的对话选项又卡住了，不会是有什么大病吧，妹子？
Is it not in the Illithid's barbarity that we find its splendor? Your eyes are no less monstrous, I assure you. A lesser woman might be frightened, but I am no lesser woman.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than contented. You are at total peace. Your belly is full, your mind rested, your eyes bright. No more will you hear the clang of steel on steel. No more will you fear the cry of a wolf, the growl of an ogre. You are warm. You are safe.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
极了，直到下一次长休。这是什么抽象派的这个
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something? Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
What's on your mind?
这是什么神交，对不对？太神奇了，我没办法理解。
If you seek rapture, find it elsewhere. I can show you but once.
Watch your back.
哦，这是露台。
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. If not over.
哦，这可以直接拿。哎呀，那怎么好意思？太客气了。继续一一破门而入。
No one's stopped me yet.
Doesn't make any sense. It will when you met the drought.
Time to press ahead.
这个费翁，这个应该是个 SM 型的半身人。哎，这边现在可以爬上来哦！哦，太好了！啊，这个 view 真不错。啊，这样才比较可以完整的看到那个要塞。好像看起来好像没什么特别的东西。啊，拉斐尔在这边。
I will pay any toll. Doesn't make any sense.
Is there anything duller than a dog? I much prefer a cat.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us. I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an Illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden, one that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Good and truth rarely go hand in hand, but in this case, they are happy bedfellows, and we can be too. I swear to you, I have the solution to your problem. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Carsus was responsible. not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic, a crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Casus' folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged, but only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the hells, deep in the hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Casus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world.
他那个翻译翻的有点，因为他讲说 remain part of this world， 其实如果变成夺心魔的话，也可以说是不是这个世界的一部分嘛，是异怪，所以，他这边翻译说唯一让你能活下来的办法，我怎么觉得我英文没有很好，可是我乍听之下觉得好像这样翻好像有点没有到位。 说不出来，就觉得听了就觉得怪怪，好像不是原文，好像不是这个要表达这个意思。但我本身也不是什么译者，就觉得，不晓得，拒绝，我们先拒绝吧。我再考虑一下，我要不要翻一下攻略，然后再决定哪一个方式是比较好，结局方面是比较好。我是烂好人型的，我是希望所有人都活下来。因为我不晓得签字之后，他这个拉斐尔后面到底会搞什么骚操作。
I won't stop you, but time is running out, so don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting, right up to the moment the world ends.
嘿，他们把我们传出去了。
So, the devil himself is pursuing the crown. As for whether it's truly the crown Carsus forged, well, I think it's safe to assume we shouldn't take anything Raphael utters at face value. We must claim the crown of Carsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved we're not in the devil's debt. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go.
这边的这个点怎么那么讨厌
So, no deal with Raphael. I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction anyway.
其实他们都不想签约。
You made a good decision refusing that devil's contract. We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown is vital to our purpose here.
因为我记得我不想，因为 YouTube 有时候会推播那个。
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How interesting. No doubt he impressed upon you the need to do so. And what did he want in return for this knowledge? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. Tell me, you turned him down. I see.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access.
That is a fair request.
You feel its presence withdrawing from the fringes of your awareness.
I shall respect your privacy on this occasion. But know that if you have jeopardized our mutual project, I will be forced to reconsider our alliance. Now come. We have an Elden Ring to destroy.
嘿，君主不开心。看下录多久。好，我们再开个房间，把这边的每个房间的情况都掌握之后，再结束这一集好了。反正我记得是之后是因为 YouTube 的推播，拉法尔是可以战斗的，所以我记得好像后面是可以去希望之家的，但以目前的进度，我还不晓得要怎么去。我记得是有别的方式可以拿到锤子，但就后面再研究吧。 这是什么房间呢、啊？这什么 play？ 幽暗地狱欢乐宫，我的。哎，对啊，那个卓尔双子呢？我是不是错过了卓尔双子？
Much better to make drinks.
It's tongue, spoon.
Talent.
Sorry. You're not careful.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it.
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type. Ugh. Thank the gods. I've had too many miscreants think my kitchen's just another themed playroom.
笑死。
That was the finest strudel I've made. They just ate it off each other's asses.
Should be alright.
Lockpicking is attracting attention.
啊，不行。
Game.
Another step forward.
哦，他们在这里啊。
You can stare as much as you like.
这个建模好，这个服装选的还不错，可惜那个脸模不是我喜欢的。
My, my. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the many lips of the surface than tending a field or manning a shop.
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
Well, it's a fascinating prospect. I'd like you all to myself. At least the first time. I'm glad. Provided we survive, there's plenty of nights yet to come. Did you want something? If not...
哎，所以晚上我们是可以触发的吗？
We can dance, if you want to.
Of course you came back. I never doubted you would.
等一下，我先存个档，省得影星不开心。
Of course you came back.
Well, it's a fascinating prospect. I'd like you all to myself. At least the first time.
A shame.
啊，影星这么保守啊！第一次还是要那个。我们跟沃斯聊一下就结束这一集吧。
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
哎，七满的话，是不是就可以拿那把剑？哇，30哦，这么难！
Will the mighty Prince Orpheus soon illuminate the astral plane? Among the Githyanki, one gift is esteemed above all others, the silver sword. Take it. Wield it in honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son. Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. Let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry. No, there is not.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others.
Sorry.
我们这样算骗到这把剑了。我记得好像人家攻略实际上是比较复杂的。12到30，应该只有11到24才对啊，因为那个 ED6 心灵应该是没有一个办法的，除非我这个变形变成这个吉斯妖奇人，可是这个算吗？应该不算吧。好吧，不管怎么样，拿到这个星界银剑还是蛮爽的，这把。如果是吉斯洋基人拿的话，应该是顶伤了，真的。而且附加3，我记得是攻击投掷也是有加到的。好吧，我们这集就到这边吧。那果不其然，换简易模式之后，这样录 CPU 就比较负荷比较低一点哈，然后就没有这个 lag 的问题，因为它后期因为可能博德之门它的优化问题，它可能。游戏开越久，那个 CPU 可能就不知道为什么是一直堆叠上去，然后效能就越来越差，然后就刚好 OBS 我录4K 画质也会吃到不少的 CPU， 所以原本应该是刚好够用，那后来就开久了就慢慢就不够用，它就开始顿。可是不过还好，它顿是影响我游戏，那录影的话。是勉强也还可能看啦，因为它就两边的那个帧数就比较平均啦，就两边大家都掉到30级，它不会像是我游戏玩好好的，因为它有一些不晓得是不是内建的一些优先级别的关系，优先给游戏，导致说是游戏很顺，然后影片是顿到不能看，对，所以可能还好。然后回到游戏这一集的剧情，我可能会读档，因为。我不是代表说我要接受拉斐尔的交易，只是用这种欺瞒的方式拿到这把剑，我是怕后面会有一些不好影响。 说到底就是我小孬孬，我怕到时候被反水被反打，对不对？嘿嘿嘿。然后再来就是这个，还有什么？君主啦。其实我也想去看一下攻略，说君主到底是最后是他是要拱我们变成这个夺心魔的神。因为很明显，我们后期打倒主脑，一定是可以把它吸收掉，还再加上王冠的力量。对，是要变成这个夺心魔的神，还是说他本来就打算我们只是他的手段，之后他是要把我们弄下去的？不太晓得他的这个过程到底他是本心是好的还是坏的。我会有点想知道，因为我就不想帮坏人。我说真的，我就是想把他们都干翻，对不对？最好是能触发战斗，打死他们。这是我这一轮最重要的目的啊。然后这边其实以这个博德之门城外的这个剧情的话，我觉得还是蛮多的，而且是作为很多是看起来是起个头，后面还要到城内还有后续的，所以真的是内容应该是蛮多的。所以我们这一集录完应该是不知道28还29集，这看起来大概还可以再录个12、13、15，所以总共应该是搞不好40几集哦。那我的那个其实我连我包含我的硬碟我都觉得快受不了了，因为一集4K 的2个小时30几 G， 其实真的是一下就满了哦。对，现在等于已经吃到600多 G、600-700 G 了的容量，是有点可怕哦。好了，那就废话不多说了，因为时间也晚了。那以上就是今天这个《博德之门3》的游玩内容了。那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见，拜拜。